Hi, good morning, friends. How are you? Hi, Rinchi. Good morning.
Hi.
So, what's the topic for today?
We are going to go further into what are the types of mutual fund. So I wanted to learn about equity.
Oh, wow, perfect. Great. All right. So, let's get into a little deeper about the various types of equity mutual funds to begin with. All right. So, so we are looking at equity types. Okay, types of MFs. Okay, mutual funds. So we will cover equity today, we will get into fixed income later, hybrids, so on and so forth. So the various types. So we have also looked at one way of dissecting mutual fund, which is like open-ended, closed-ended and interval kind of funds. And now we are looking at equity. Now, equity, firstly, let's look at why do we need several varieties of equity mutual funds. The reason we need several varieties of equity mutual funds is because the investor needs are different. Every investor would have a specific kind of objective that they would like to meet. So what a mutual fund firm does is that as a mutual fund, AMC, they have various kinds of funds. So they will have an equity 1, equity 2, equity 3, equity 4. These are various funds which are meeting different objectives. Okay, so one of the very large objective is these set of companies invest into large cap companies. Okay, and I will get into what a large cap company is. The objective of fund number 2, it could be that they are getting into mid cap kind of companies. Fund number 3 could get into something which is called a small cap kind of companies. Okay, fund number 4 could get into something which is called multi-cap kind of companies and so on. Okay, the objectives with which a fund selects the securities defines whether the type could be different from the others. Okay, so what is a large cap kind of companies and what kind of investors generally invest into a large cap kind of company, and then we will get into what is a mid cap kind of fund and what kind of securities generally gets selected for investing into a mid cap kind of fund. All right, so far so good, Rinchi? Going good?
Yes.
Great. All right. So let's look at the entire market. So this is the entire Bombay Stock Exchange. Within Bombay Stock Exchange, there are innumerable companies which have got listed. So they have been listed on Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay. But the characteristics of these companies could be different. There could be a set of companies which are lying here, which can have specific kind of characteristics. There could be something over here. And the companies which are very large in terms of capitalization are called large cap companies. Like, if I have to give you examples, like Reliance Industries Limited is an example of a large cap company. If I look at HDFC Bank, is an example of a large cap kind of company, and so forth. How is capitalization calculated? So you look at the total number of shares which are outstanding, and you multiply that by the share price, and you get a value. Okay, higher the value, higher the capitalization. So companies, there are multiple ways of seeing like whether a company gets identified as a large cap. So suppose there are several companies. Okay, if I sort them, or if I sort them basis their capitalization, there would be somebody who is going to be at the very top, then there would be somebody who is coming third, coming fourth, coming fifth, and so on and so forth. So the top 100 companies are definitely called large cap. Top 100 companies are definitely called large cap. The next 101 to 250 are definitely called mid cap. Okay, and 251st onwards are definitely small cap. So this is one way of categorizing all the funds. Okay, so in the large cap, there could be, as I mentioned, there could be Reliance Industries, there could be HDFC, there could be Tata, TCS, and so on and so forth. Okay, in the mid cap category, could be Apollo. Okay, there could be Bharat Forge. Bharat Forge is a kind of company which is in the mid cap, and so on. Then in the small cap category, there would be companies like VMart, okay, Kaplan. These are the kind of companies which are in the small cap category. So companies, now what are these? What is the average size of these companies? Generally, it has been seen that the large cap category are the companies which have got a market cap in excess of 20,000 crore. Okay, so generally, okay, mid cap are companies which have got a market cap, more than 5,000 crore. Okay, these days. Small cap are companies who have got a market cap of less than 5,000 crore. Okay, rupees 5,000, rupees 5,000, rupees 5,000. So there are 2-3 ways of dissecting them. The first is that looking at the top 100 companies, they could be large cap. 101st to 250th could be the mid cap, and 251st onwards could be the small cap. All right. Now the question comes, what kind of people invest, or what kind of investors invest into large cap? Large cap companies typically are more matured companies. So the volatility of the price movement is little less. So all investors who are looking for a growth and so on, but they don't want too much of price volatility, definitely invest into large cap companies. Mid cap companies are not as matured as large cap companies. They are little smaller in size, but they definitely have a seasoned management in place. So these kind of companies also showed a lot of prospect, but the price volatility could be little more. So they are compared to large cap, they are little riskier, okay, because the price volatility is little more. And small cap companies could be ones which have just about issued an IPO. They might be in existence for a long term, but they definitely have issued their stock or got listed in the very near period, and hence they are slightly new into this listing space. They might be in existence for long. The management might be in existence for long. They might or might not have a seasoned management. It could be even a startup kind of company which have just got listed. But the price volatility of these kind of companies are definitely much higher compared to mid cap, and obviously much higher than large caps. So investors who are looking for real big jump in prices, but some very decent level of volatility comes along with this, are small cap companies. Since the investors' requirements keep varying, hence mutual funds keep launching funds depending upon meeting that specific need of an investor. Hence we have various kinds of types of equity mutual funds. Hope this was useful, and we will keep coming back with several videos of this kind. Keep liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. We will be more than happy to respond to all your messages. All the very best and happy investing.